Have an opinion on voter ID laws?
Yeah, they're usually pretty racist and they're bad.
I think voter ID laws are a way to perpetuate racism.
Would you go as far as say those laws are racist?
For sure.
Do you think it suppresses the African American vote?
Definitely.
Tell us how.
Because they're less likely to have state IDs.
Minority voters are less likely to have the kinds of IDs that have been described or required.
These type of people don't live in...
Wow. These people are absolutely silly. Do they feel the same way about driver's license? Is it racist to require a driver's license? Right? Is it racist towards black people? Are black people not capable of getting a driver's license? Why don't they say that about driver's licenses? You need a license to buy alcohol. We know there's a whole bunch of liquor stores in black communities. All right. Is it racist to require to get an ID to buy alcohol? What about to buy guns or travel? What about to travel? Right, to get on an airplane. Right, you need an ID for that. Is it racist to require an ID to fly? Is it racist against black people? Like, what are these people talking about? The bigotry of low expectations that comes from the left is probably the most overt form of racism that exists in America today, in my opinion. 100%, without a doubt.
Live in areas with easy access to DMVs or other places where they can get identification.
You can always get IDs you do over the internet. Does that also make it difficult for black people in particular?
Yeah, you have to have access to the internet. You have to be able to pay an internet service provider for certain fees.
Do you think that's harder for black?
I wonder how I'm making these videos. I wonder how I'm uploading these videos as a black person. I have access to internet. You have to be able to pay them a certain fees to have internet. Now black people can't afford internet. Jesus.
For black people to go online?
Well, I feel like they don't have the knowledge of how it works.
A lot of people have smartphones, but you might not have data.
For most of the communities, they don't.
We don't have smartphones or have data. Oh my God. What? Yo. Like, this has to be satire. But unfortunately, it is not. This is your modern day leftists right here. These are your white liberals that care about black people so much. So much.
They don't really know what is out there just because they're not aware or they're not informed. I also think there's a repression of black voting with how if you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to vote and everything. And when you look at swing states like Florida, that's a huge population of the African Americans.
Now I'm here in East Harlem to ask black people their thoughts on what you just heard. Do you have ID normally? You carry ID around?
Yes, I have state ID.
Do you carry ID?
Yes, I do.
Do you know any black person who doesn't carry ID?
No. Everyone that I know has an ID. Why would they think we don't have ID?
That's a lie. Why would they say that?
Do you have ID?
Yes.
Because I have my ID and my friends have their ID, so we know what we need to carry around.
Everybody that I know have ID. That's one of the things you need to walk around with New York with, an ID.
Do you know any black adult who does not have ID?
No, I don't.
Is it a weird thing to even say that?
Yes, it is.
What is this, some type of trick candy camera?
I know, right? That's the only thing I brought with me.
Those are legit IDs. I heard a lot also that black people can't figure out how to get to the DMV.
Really?
What does that say to you?
I know it's that. It's on 25th Street.
Do you know where the DMV is around you?
It's on 125th Street and 3rd Avenue, I believe.
You know how to get there?
Yeah.
Would you have a problem getting there if you had to get there?
No.
I know these sound like silly questions. You know how to get to the DMV?
Of course.
You know where it is?
Yes.
You can get there?
Uh-huh.
No problem.
No problem.
Just checking.
Okay.
And I also heard a lot that black people, especially poor black people, have no access to the internet, can't figure out how to use the internet.
That's just stupidity, honestly. Everybody has access to the internet. Even a little kid can figure out how to work the internet.
I had access to the internet for years.
You know how to use it properly, right?
Exactly. I do it at work. So, of course, I know how to use it. My kids know how to use it. They all have iPads, iPods, whatever.
Your phone has data?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually
Unlimited.
Unlimited data.
Mm-hmm. I use my phone as a hotspot.
What does that say to you for the people who have this perception of black people?
They're pretty much ignorant. That's what my thought process on.
I just think that's ignorant. Ignorant.
Ignorant. That's the word I'm hearing a lot.
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
Very, very ignorant.
Does it sound racist for somebody to say that?
I think it is a little racist because, you know, you're putting people in a category and you have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe a little bit of racist in it, but like I said, I think it's more stupidity and ignorance.
You're judging somebody, like, but you're judging them because they black, saying that they don't got it.
What people are they talking to? Who are these people talking to?
Do you have a problem that if you go to vote and they say, can we please see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are you
Love
cool?
showing my ID.
You got no problem with that?
Nope.
Would you have a problem if when you go to vote, if they say, can we please just see your ID to make sure you are who you say you are? Do you have an issue with that?
No.
Would you have a problem if there was a rule where you have to show your ID in order to vote?
I don't think so. No.
Would you have an issue if there was a rule saying you got to show your ID before you vote?
Nah.
You cool with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Now, the tragedy here, the tragedy in this scenario is that you have these white liberals and you have these black folks who tend to vote for the same group of people. The white liberal vote for Democrats, and overwhelmingly the black community votes for Democrats. So when us conservatives say and tell black Democrat voters that you're actually voting against your own interest, this is what we mean. This is a clear example of two groups of people that align or don't align ideologically, but they align political party-wise. They always vote for the same political party, right? This is the idea that the white liberal, the leftist has of all black people. These people, if you were to ask them separately from this survey and ask them, hey, do you believe in affirmative action or DEI? They would probably say yes. But those same policies stem from bigoted ideas like what you just witnessed there, is because they believe it's the bigotry of the low expectation, is that the white liberals believe that just because of your skin color that you cannot accomplish certain things. They inherently, as a white individual, have a certain privilege that you don't have, right? That you don't have and that you can't get, no matter what you do. And that's the problem here, is that there is no solution to the oppression that the white liberals tend to put on the black community here in America today, right? There's no solution to it whatsoever. The only solution is that, hey, vote for us, vote for Democrats, then we will help you. Matter of fact, we're the only party that recognizes your oppression, and also we're the only party that's willing to do something about your oppression. That is the biggest reason that most people vote for Democrats. Most black people vote for Democrats. It's because they tell them all the things that they want to hear, that they believe they need to hear, that will help them. But in reality, it's just what you just heard there. It's just that, hey, we just don't think you're capable. You're not smart enough. You heard these people. You're not smart enough. You don't know how to find the DMV. You don't know how to use the internet. You don't have data on your phone. You don't know where the DMV is at, right? That's what they believe. Same thing with college admissions and affirmative action and DEI. We don't think you're capable of getting the job off your own merits. We don't think you're able to qualify and get the same test scores and compete with others that are different skin color than you. You're not smart enough, right? That is at their core. That is at their core, and I hate that this tends to happen, because you clearly have a great example of people that literally are not in a line ideologically. But for some reason, the white liberal has these people convinced that the Democrats are the only way into, away or from their oppression or into their freedom, whatever they're seeking for. It's truly, truly mind-blowing. And then whereas on the other hand, you have conservatives and Republicans that tell black folks, hey, you're capable. You're smart enough. You could do everything that any other race or group of people can do if you just apply yourself. Go work hard, take risk, sacrifice, take calculated risk and sacrifice, and work hard. And you will accomplish and compete against and amongst your peers, right? And once again, the greatest example that you can use is immigrants. Go look at immigrants and see how they're able to succeed in this white supremacist country, in this oppressive country to minorities, and then do what they do, right? Find out what immigrants are doing. And I'll tell you what the secret is. They do not worry about what other people think about them. They go and apply themselves and take the opportunities that is presented to them and run with it. Whether it be owning businesses or working hard at a school and universities and earning scholarships and climbing the corporate ladder, whatever the case might be, they apply themselves and they don't, or we don't see ourselves as victims of anything, especially victims of the white man. No, most of us see, if we are victims of anything, we're victims of our own actions or lack thereof. And that's where it has to start. It has to start with personal accountability, personal responsibility. And then whatever else outside forces that could cause you to get in your way, hey, there's nothing you can do about it. Focus on what you can control and apply that. That's it. That's the biggest secret to success, to most immigrant success. I promise you that. They all will tell you the same thing. Go work hard. Go study. Go compete. Go to school and be the best version of yourself. And 9 times out of 10, and it works out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let's talk about it in the comment section. Hit the like button down below. And of course, if you are brand new, consider subscribing. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.